we got our first significant snowfall, guys, and I am digging out the snow machines. They are buried. Zach and I made this little pocket in this willow shrub here to, I guess, hide them from our summer guests, because it's ugly. You get 5 snow machines all covered with tarps. It's kind of a sight for sore eyes. No, that's the wrong way to say that. It's not a sight for sore eyes. It's a sight. It's an ugly sight. That's what it is. So I'm digging them out, and Bonnie and Emma are packing trails, and we're just, you know, we're making that step, that phase into wintertime. Are you getting ready to go outside?
Daddy.
You're gonna help Daddy? What are we doing outside?
Cheese.
The camera is on you, so you say cheese.
Cheese.
I like your snowsuit. Are you gonna be warm?
Cheese.
Thanks for saying cheese, that's so nice.
Cheese. Cheese. Cheese.
Do you need boots still? Where do your boots go?
I didn't, Mama.
Mama said she's gonna get bigger ones. What are we doing outside?
No.
Snow machine, that's right.
You got the hat.
I do have my hat.
I have a hat.
You do have a hat too.
I can home machine. I can home machine. I like it. Machine. I like it. Machine. I like it. Machine.
All right, come over here so we can get you dressed so we can ride snow machine.
I like it. Machine. I like it.
Man, all of a sudden we hit a cold snap. It just kind of came out of nowhere, which I'm happy about because it is freezing the lake very rapidly. That is what we want. We want the creeks, the streams, the creeks and the creeks, you know, both of those, the lakes and all that to freeze up nice. That enables us to be able to access a lot of the area and in and out, make supply trips via snowmobile, via snow machine, based on whether or not you're an Alaskan or not. So my project for today, because this cold snap kind of came out of nowhere, is to go put the hole in the ice for our water. I have to get that done before the ice gets too thick. If it gets too thick, then it's a pain in the butt to try to chop through. So right now I am going to go grab some tools that I need. I need the axe, a chunk of rope, the water hole cover. It's an insulated cover that we use. I also need my wife and her to stay on the shore while I tie the rope around myself and I walk out onto the lake. I will most likely attach the rope to this snow machine as well, kind of as an anchor, and that'll just give me an extra measure of protection as I go do that. You can see the lake right now is mostly frozen over. There is just a tiny bit out toward the northeast there that is still not frozen, but it is closing up a little bit each night. Last night, the temperature dropped to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I would venture to guess, I haven't checked yet, but that the temperature down by the lake was a lot colder, a lot closer to 0 Fahrenheit. Cold always settles down lower, and the temperature down by the lake is typically about 10 degrees colder than what we get right here at the lodge. So you're all bundled up, ready to ride the snow machine? All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna start by walking out just a little ways and chopping a hole. I know that the water right here, if I fell through, is probably only up to my belly, maybe my chest. I'm not gonna tie a rope or put a life vest on right away. I'm just gonna check and see what the depth is right here of the ice. Then I will slowly move my way out. I'm also waiting for Bonnie to come down so that we can do the whole rope system. So yeah, we have about 4 inches of ice right here at the edge. Go get it. All right, so here's what I found out. We had about an inch and a half of ice, and then it snowed a lot, well, 4 inches. And that pushes the ice down, the weight of the snow, and causes overflow.
Heck yeah, man, it's basic hydraulics.
The water comes and starts flooding the outer perimeter here. Where that happened, the ice is nice and thick. It's about 4 inches, maybe a little bit more. So as we moved over to where the water didn't flood, it did, but it wasn't as noticeable visually. So what you end up with is like a slush, the water mixing with the snow, and then that freezes, and it's not as solid of ice. I don't feel very secure on it. So as I moved out, you can see just the little ways that I did. It was really easy to chop through, and I only went through about 2 inches, maybe 3 at the most. A lot of people would tell you that's enough to support your own weight. For me, and even with the precautions that I had, the rope, the life vest, and Bonnie standing by, I still don't like that. I would rather chop through about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches of ice, and know that I'm secure. Living this far away from emergency hospitals and emergency rescue and all of that, we just can't take those chances. I'm gonna give it another day. We'll check it tomorrow morning, maybe 2 days. Again, safety first, and we'll go from there. Sorry guys, you don't get to see me fall through the ice today. Ain't gonna happen.
Ready? Go! 1, 2, 3, go!
Hey guys, I finally got the water hole cover on and the marker pole in place. It's only a couple days that I let go by. The ice is about 5 inches thick right now. So we got that chore done, and I'm taking the rest of the day off. It is cold out here. It's about 10 degrees with about a 15-mile-an-hour wind or breeze or whatever you want to call it. It's on and off. So I'm gonna put my phone away, call the chores done for today. Today the wind finally let up, and we decided we need to get out and get some fresh air. It's cold and crisp. It's about 5 degrees down here on the lake. We got the family out, and along with getting some fresh air, and just we were feeling cooped up in the lodge there about 3 or 4 days straight of just 20, 30, and 40-mile-an-hour winds. Along with getting some fresh air today, we are checking the depth of the ice, and I am finding it to be at least from the shore out 50 yards, anywhere from 6 to 8 inches, and that is nice and thick. So with the cold temperatures along with the wind creating the wind chill of about -20, we've gotten some nice ice on this lake. It's really, really good. Hey guys, winter is continuing to progress out here at the lodge. It snowed all night last night. I shoveled the deck off right before I went to bed, and we had about 4 inches. And now, I don't know if you can tell here, that's partly drifted. The wind was blowing last night a bit, and we've got a pretty good drift coming out. Our front step here, it runs the length of the covered porch here. You can see why I covered the porch with the plywood, because this snow would have just blown right up onto here and packed it tight. Let's go check out some other areas. I don't know if you can make out the footprints in the snow here. That was an early morning outhouse run with snowshoes. Here's our little tack shed. Got a pretty good drift coming off the little roof there by the front door. I got some work to do. I'm gonna get out, get some fresh air. Bonnie's gonna get Emma out, and we are going to kind of move some of this snow away from stuff like the door of the tack shed. The back door coming off our bedroom there has got tons. It's probably 2.5 foot, 3 feet deep. So I'm gonna move some of that. I'm gonna move this drift out of the way, clean off the porch, and because it's supposed to snow all day today and into tomorrow with a lot more inches to come. So we got to stay ahead of it here. We're just gonna keep shoveling and pack it down with snowshoes. Are you eating snow, Peanut? All right, I'm getting the porch good and cleaned off, and I'll show you where I've got a cutaway right here. Let me see. This is a 12-inch ruler, and yeah, we're almost as tall as it, about 11 inches. Haha. You just like eating the snow, huh?
Uh-oh. Did you have some troubles? Okay. Just trying to eat the snow off your coat.
What are you doing, Peanut?
Falling down.
Oh, falling down? Are you snowshoeing? All right, go snowshoe with Mom.
Follow me where I walk. Come on. Come on. Oh, stay where I go.
It's coming down now. I'm so thankful the wind has stopped. There's no wind, there's no breeze, just straight up snow. I'll take it. We need snow.
Stay on Mom's track. Okay? Good job. You're doing great.
The storm is over, guys. What a beautiful morning we have here. I'm just gonna show you around real quick. You can see the sun shining on the hillside back here. The sun just rose about 10 minutes ago. It is 9:40 in the morning, and the storm gave us a total of about 20 inches. I got some of the bulk stuff like that drift that was right in front of this door behind me. I got that removed, and I mean, just look at this gorgeous day. These are the days out here that you just go, all the physical labor, all the hard work. These are the mornings that make it all worth it. Just incredible. So I am going to get the snowmobiles uncovered. I'm going to strap on some snowshoes, start making some tracks, make a track down onto the lake ice so that we can haul water. And then once I get kind of a preliminary track with my snowshoes, I'll bust out one of our snowmobiles and start driving around packing our tracks. The reason I do the snowshoes first is we do not have a good powder machine. All of our snowmobiles are good trail sleds after there's an established trail, but they don't cut trail very well at all. So we kind of got to do it with snowshoes first. And as far as making a track all the way out to civilization, to the nearest road, what we do is we kind of wait for the snow to settle a little bit. Right now, if you stick a stick all the way in the snow, you'll measure 20 inches of snow. But over the next few days, it'll settle, it'll sink, and you'll end up with maybe 10 to 15 inches. And then after that snow is settled a bit, our machines will go through that a lot easier. So I didn't say the temperature. It's 15 degrees right now. It's perfect temperature for working hard out here. Just a light layer. I just have a jacket on over a t-shirt, a light beanie, and yeah, man, I'm gonna enjoy this morning, get the porch shoveled off, and get with it. Whoo! I'm sweating. That ain't good. I'm on the lake, as you can see. I'm telling you what, guys, I said it earlier, but this day is just gorgeous. And the way the snow has encased everything, oh man, it's just absolutely gorgeous out here. So what I am doing down on the lake is packing a trail with the snowshoes. Like I had mentioned before, I have to do it with the snowshoes first, because if I took a snow machine down here, snowmobile, snow machine, potato, potato, there's a possibility I'd get stuck in the slush. So I brought a shovel with me, right behind me there. Oh man, I think the screen is, let me clean that up. Does that make it better? All right. I brought a shovel with me to check for the slush, and sure enough, right by our water hole there is slush. What happened our first year out here, I took a snowmobile down on the ice to try to pack a trail, and I got stuck in the slush. And I kind of freaked out. It wasn't a pretty sight. It was about 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It was cold, so there was like this, 10 inches of snow on top of this slush. And then all of a sudden I exposed the slush as I drove the snowmobile over. Things were freezing fast. The slush that I exposed started to crust over within minutes. And I was stuck. The snowmobile was stuck down here. I was freaked because I thought, okay, if I don't get this out fast, the snowmobile is going to freeze to the ice, and then it's going to be a heck of a time trying to chip it out. So I got a shovel. I was trying to shovel a runway. I was shoveling this slush. I won't go into the whole story. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Long story short, I got it out. Lesson learned. Do not take the snowmobile down on the lake after a heavy snowfall without tracking a trail with snowshoes first. So that's what I'm doing. Hope you guys can enjoy a little bit of this through the video as much as I'm enjoying it being here.
Bramante Brothers.